Ever wondered what debt really is? Let's break it down. In its simplest form, debt is money that you've borrowed and promised to pay back within a specific time frame. But here's a twist: not all debt is created equal. There are two types of debt that you should know about: good debt and bad debt. Good debt, contrary to what the name might suggest, isn't necessarily good. It's just potentially beneficial. This includes things like student loans and mortgages. Why? Because they're investments in your future. A mortgage helps you build equity in a home, and student loans finance education, which could lead to higher earning potential. They typically come with lower interest rates and offer long-term value. On the other hand, bad debt usually involves borrowing for things that lose value over time or do not generate long-term income. Think high-interest credit cards used for a shopping spree or a vacation. These debts often have high interest rates, making them costly to pay off. But here's the catch: the line between good and bad debt can blur. For instance, taking out a student loan to pursue a degree with uncertain job prospects might not be a wise investment. Similarly, using a credit card responsibly can help build your credit history, which can be beneficial in the long run. So, how do you differentiate between the two? A general rule of thumb is to consider the potential return on investment. If your debt is likely to generate income or increase in value over time, it may be good. But, if it's for a depreciating asset or something you can't afford and carries a high interest rate, it's probably bad. Keep in mind, regardless of whether it's good or bad, too much debt can lead to financial stress and limit your opportunities. So it's crucial to manage it wisely and make informed decisions about borrowing. So, as you can see, not all debt is created equal. Understanding the difference between good and bad debt is the first step towards effective debt management. So, let's dive deeper into the world of debt and discover how to navigate it effectively. Dive into the realm of how debt impacts your life. Visualize two doors. One doorway leads to a world of boundless possibilities, while the other opens to a life constricted by towering debt. Introducing Alex, a vibrant young professional brimming with dreams, yet hampered by his credit card debt. Witness Alex's journey as he seizes the reins, curtails unnecessary expenses, and bolsters his income. Keep in mind, debt can pose as a formidable challenge, but equipped with the right strategies, it's merely another obstacle to vault over. How do you tackle this mountain of debt, you may ask? Well, there are a couple of tried and true methods that can help you conquer your financial Everest. First off, let's talk about the snowball method. Picture a snowball rolling down a hill, gaining size and momentum as it goes. That's precisely how this strategy works. You start by focusing on your smallest debt. Pay it off as quickly as you can while making minimum payments on your other debts. Once that first debt is paid off, you roll the money you were paying on it into the next smallest debt. Just like that snowball, your debt repayment picks up speed and size, creating a satisfying sense of progress. Imagine, for instance, you have 3 debts: a $200 credit card bill, a $500 personal loan, and a $1,000 car loan. You'd start by paying off that $200 bill. Once that's cleared, you'd move on to the $500 loan, and so on. By the time you reach your largest debt, you're throwing large payments at it every month. But what if your largest debt also has the highest interest rate? That's where the avalanche method comes in. Instead of starting with the smallest debt, you begin with the debt that has the highest interest rate, regardless of its size. You pay as much as you can on that debt while making minimum payments on the rest. Once the highest interest debt is paid off, you move on to the one with the next highest interest rate. Let's say you have the same 3 debts, but the $1,000 car loan has a much higher interest rate than the others. With the avalanche method, you'd tackle that one first. By doing this, you're saving yourself from paying extra in interest over time. Both methods have their merits. The snowball method offers quick wins and a psychological boost, while the avalanche method saves you more in interest. The best approach depends on your personal circumstances and what motivates you most. Remember, the key to managing debt is having a solid plan in place. And with these strategies, you're well on your way to creating that plan and climbing your way out of debt. Now, let's talk about budgeting. Budgeting is like creating a roadmap for your money, guiding you towards financial freedom and away from the treacherous path of debt. One popular and effective approach is the 50-30-20 budget rule. It's as simple as it sounds: allocate 50% of your income to your needs, 30% to your wants, and the remaining 20% to savings or debt repayment. So, how do we categorize our expenses? Well, needs are the essentials. The bare-bones living expenses such as rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, and healthcare. Wants, on the other hand, are the treats and luxuries we indulge in, like dining out, vacations, or that latest smartphone upgrade. The last piece of the pie, the 20%, goes to savings or debt repayment. This is the part that propels you towards financial security and independence. But what if 20% isn't enough to cover your debt? That's when you need to get creative and trim down your expenses. You'd be surprised at how much you can save by making a few lifestyle adjustments. For instance, instead of dining out frequently, consider cooking at home more often. Not only can this save you money, but it can also be healthier and more rewarding. Look for cheaper or free entertainment options. Local parks, libraries, and community events often provide free or low-cost entertainment. Switch off lights when you're not in the room, unplug electronics, and consider energy-efficient appliances to cut down on utility bills. Every little bit saved can go a long way in reducing your debt. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself of all the joys in life, but about making informed decisions that align with your financial goals. It's about striking a balance between living for today and preparing for tomorrow. Budgeting isn't just about counting pennies, it's about understanding where your money goes and taking control of your financial future. It's about making your money work for you so that you can pay off your debts faster and start building wealth. Budgeting is a powerful tool in debt reduction. It's the compass that directs you towards financial freedom. So let's pull up our socks, grab our budgeting tools, and start chipping away at that mountain of debt. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and you've already taken that step by choosing to budget. Can increasing your income help in debt reduction? Absolutely. Now let's talk about how boosting your income can accelerate your journey to becoming debt-free. There's an array of realistic side hustles you can consider. Freelancing, for instance, offers a wide range of opportunities. Whether you're a skilled writer, a coding whiz, or a graphic design artist, there are countless businesses out there in need of your expertise. Online tutoring is another viable option. If you've got a knack for a particular subject, why not share your knowledge and earn some extra income along the way? Let's take a moment to envision a scenario. Meet Sam. He used to struggle with his monthly bills, juggling between paying off his debts and covering his living expenses. Then, he decided to start a side hustle as a freelance writer. His weekends and evenings became productive. Before long, Sam was making an extra few $100s each month. His debt started shrinking faster than he'd ever imagined. This could be you. The role of additional income in debt reduction cannot be overstated. It's not just about having more money, it's about having more options, more flexibility, and ultimately, more freedom. Remember, every extra dollar can help you get out of debt faster. The path to financial freedom might seem challenging, but with determination and a little creativity, you can boost your income, reduce your debt, and reclaim control over your finances. When should you seek professional help? That's a question many of us grapple with when it comes to managing our debts. Let's be real, debt can be overwhelming. And when it starts to feel like a mountain you can't climb, that's when you might want to consider reaching out for professional help. You don't have to face your financial woes alone. There are financial advisors and debt counselors who specialize in helping people navigate their way out of debt. So, what can you expect from a debt counseling session? Well, it's not as daunting as it might seem. Typically, a debt counselor will review your financial situation, including your income, expenses, and existing debts. They'll help you understand your current financial standing and work with you to develop a personalized plan to tackle your debt. This might involve setting up a budget, discussing debt repayment strategies, or even negotiating with your creditors for more favorable repayment terms. They're there to offer advice and help you make informed decisions about your financial future. It's important to remember that seeking professional help isn't a sign of failure. It's a proactive step towards taking control of your finances and working towards a debt-free future. After all, we all need a helping hand sometimes. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed by your debt, don't hesitate to reach out to a professional. They're there to help you navigate the complexities of debt management and guide you towards financial freedom. Don't be afraid to seek help when you need it. How can you avoid falling back into debt? Well, let's unravel this conundrum together. Firstly, building an emergency fund is a solid foundation for financial security. Imagine having a safety net that catches you when you stumble upon unexpected expenses. That's what an emergency fund does. It's like a financial cushion that prevents you from borrowing when life throws a curveball. Start small, save consistently, and aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Secondly, keep an eye on your credit scores and reports. Monitoring your credit is like checking your financial pulse. It's a reflection of your financial health. Regularly reviewing your credit reports helps you spot any inaccuracies or signs of identity theft. And tracking your credit score? That's like watching your financial fitness improve as you work out your debt. Lastly, it's crucial to live within your means. It sounds simple, right? But it's often easier said than done. The trick is to distinguish between needs and wants. Prioritize spending on things that are essential, like groceries or rent, over wants like that extra pair of shoes or the latest gadget. Avoiding unnecessary debt is like choosing a path that's clear, rather than one that's potentially full of financial pitfalls. Remember, staying debt-free is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process, a lifestyle choice. It's about making smart decisions today so you can enjoy financial freedom tomorrow. So, what have we learned today? We've unraveled the concept of debt, distinguishing between good and bad types. We've explored the impact of debt on our lives and learned effective strategies for managing it, such as the snowball and avalanche methods. We've dived into budgeting techniques, discussed boosting income, and touched on the importance of seeking professional help when needed. Finally, we've emphasized the value of staying debt-free. With these strategies, you're well on your way to managing your debt effectively. Remember, it's never too late to start. Good luck on your journey to financial freedom. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We hope it's been a valuable resource on your journey towards financial freedom. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and share it with others who may benefit from this information. Remember, every one of us can take control of our financial future, $1 at a time. This is P Finance, empowering your finances. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative and engaging content. Until next time, keep your finances strong and stay debt-free.